Hello, people, and welcome to another edition of yours truly, Josiah Willis, here today with another television series review. We have Wednesday, the show that came on Netflix. Yes, the show that also featured Jenna Ortega's viral dance of the character.
Well, way our body underneath that hair. Yeah, I'll get you, baby, with a little love. 'Cause I'm a teenage tiger and a bug. You better duck when I show up.
I know. It's popular. Everyone seems to love it. It did very, very well for Netflix in terms of bringing new eyes to the attention of the Wednesday Addams or the Addams Family sequels and prequels and all the other jazz stuff with mixing within that franchise because it's a big deal. And directed by Tim Burton. So there's that. For this review, I want to do something different by reading the premise so I can give y'all some up-to-date stuff about what this show is all about in case you have not already seen it. That came out in, I want to say, December, November? One of those months. You know what I mean. To give y'all a feel-out process of what the show is already about. Then I'm going to read what the critics said about the show, whether I agree with it, disagree, or I'm in between, meaning that I am mixed. Then, after all that is considered, there will be my final thoughts about the overall show. Good news, the show has been renewed for season 2, so I will give y'all a little hint, a little hint as to whether or not I enjoy the show altogether. Here's the premise. Wednesday Addams is expelled from her school after dumping live piranhas into the school's pool in retaliation for the boys' water polo team bullying her brother, Pugsley. Consequently, her parents, Gomez and Morticia Adams, enroll her at their high school alma mater, Nevermore Academy, a private school for monstrous outcasts in the town of Jericho, Vermont. Wednesday's cold, emotionless personality and her defiant nature make it difficult for her to connect with her schoolmates and cause her to run afoul, or a fool, of the school's principal, Larissa Reams. However, she discovers she has inherited her mother's psychic abilities, which allow her to solve a local murder mystery. Shout out to the casting, by the way, Jenna Ortega, Christina Ricci, Catherine Zeta-Jones, who plays the mother of Wednesday, and I want to give a shout out to all the male characters, and want to shout out to the principal. Also want to shout out to Emma Myers, who did a great job portraying Jenna Ortega's Wednesday's character's best friend, Enid. Based on Rotten Tomatoes' approval rating of 72%, the website's critic consensus reads, Wednesdays isn't exactly full of woe for viewers. But without Jenna Ortega in the lead, this Addams Family adjacent series might as well be another CW drama. It's a compliment. CW has always had some great dramas over the years, particularly if you're a fan of vampire stories or whatever that may be to you. And there's more different things that people may also enjoy that, aren't necessarily vampire, but they could be supernatural, crime, suspense. CW has it, and I grew up on that, so I know because I had basic television when I was a kid, and then eventually I had cable. Ed Power of the Daily Telegraph gave Wednesday 4 out of 5 stars and called it an addictively Rokoku, romp that unfolds like a cross between Euphoria and Hotel Transylvania. That's interesting. You know what? It's a little similar, though it doesn't showcase everyone's point of view or personality traits like Euphoria does when they do the, crossover episodes and they showcase a certain guy or girl's come up into how they are the way they are and their personalities. It doesn't do too much of that, but I can understand that comparison a little bit. John Anderson of the Wall Street Journal commended Ortega's charismatic performance and called the series often delightful despite its deliberate darkness, meaning that it's really purposeful for why the series is the way it is. I love it, and Jenna Ortega does a great job with her character balancing out the rest of the cast like no other. In his B- review for the Detroit News, Tom Long deemed the series visually appealing and described Ortega's deadpan as just as elastic as needed to be, and her performance overall as consistently pushing outside the caricature enough to keep things lively. See? Told you. She balances out the show. Writing for RogerEbert.com, Christina Escobar similarly praised Ortega's deadpan humor and commended the series' satisfactory ending. Yeah, great ending. Great ending for the first season. It had only, 8 episodes? So let's hoping for 10, maybe even 15 episodes with even greater cliffhangers. But still was a great cliffhanger. While finding that the series would not be what real fans of Charles Adams and his characters are looking for, Mike Hale of the New York Times called the series tolerable, despite satisfying only on the level of formulaic teenage romance and mystery, and compared it to the Harry Potter franchise. That's a great comparison. That's a great comparison towards Harry Potter and the Wednesday with this series. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm not going to disagree with it. Commenting on its tone, Jesse Hassinger of The Wrap described the 4 episodes directed by Burton as feeling more like Veronica Mars than Sleepy Hollow. Nick Hilton of The Independent gave the series 2 out of 5 stars, jeez, and criticized the series' tone as relentlessly quippy Gen Z and its performance as more two-dimensional than the New Yorker comic strip in which the characters first appeared. Yeah, I disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. I feel like everybody has their own distinct personalities, including Wednesday, which is the main character of the show. There isn't a part of me that makes me feel anything is two-dimensional or three-dimensional or even one-dimensional. I feel like everyone just makes sense given their roles, and they also play the show very well and thoroughly. You just left with more intrigue by the first episode, then second, then the third episode. That's just how I feel about it. Me. I thought the series was really fantastic. The show was great. The designs, the aesthetics, just the overall spooky eerie of it was really cool. It didn't showcase any horror or anything like that. But it's a comedy. It's a comedy. It has moments where there's drama, emotional soap opera if you're into that stuff. It's not really an emotional soap opera if I'm thinking about it right now, but kind of like gets into that path a little bit. But it just does very well with everything else. I thought all the cast members did a great job. Bianca was a great villain turned hero, and I thought she did really good. Might I add, she was real fine too. But also too, she just stood out in her way. They did a good job with showcasing everybody in their respective roles. The best friend, the parents, Wednesday not wanting to be around, or everybody, but just to herself and being emotionless throughout the whole entire show. Might I add, being emotionless in a full show, that's hard to do. Like, not showing emotions whatsoever. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were moments where she did cry and she kind of like smiled every now and then. But for the most part, she is completely just like this, I can't do that. I cannot fully do that. I would have to challenge myself as an actor myself, because I actually go here to Wright State for acting. So it would be very challenging. I'll just say challenging. That's the only way I can really put it, really. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this review, please do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. No links in the description. You're just giving my review and my thoughts on the show Wednesday. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below. How did you feel about the show? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Please tell me why. Follow me on my social media, from Facebook, Twitter to Instagram. I got all my platforms there. I'm going to consistently push my content for you guys to consume and to get notifications when I am dropping some music or when I'm out doing things for YouTube and beyond, I guess. King Life, we are out.